What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WWE 2K19 Universe Mode Worlds Collide, our very first pay-per-view here today. Now, depending on how many matches have A, titles, and B, rivalries, this might be a 2-episode pay-per-view, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see what's cracking. Mandy Rose, Becky Lynch, title and rivalry. Randy Orton, All Might, rivalry. The Club and the Bludgeons, title. Adam Cole and Blockamora, title. Drew and AJ, title and rivalry. Okay, there are 5. We're gonna do the first 3 here today. Beginning with Mandy Rose challenging Becky Lynch, no holds barred. Also, Mysterio beat Ambrose. And so I welcome you to a fine Sunday here on the program. Obviously, Survivor Series is this evening, but we're here for some Backlash. I have literally a list here, right? Because again, as I explained in episode 1, if you want to escape this universe, you have to successfully defend your title twice. This is the first defense for Becky Lynch. And while normally I would put any advantage towards the man, right, it is no holds barred. So there could be a bit of shenanigans going on, you never know, with that kind of stipulation. So let's see if the man can get in that first defense and try to escape this universe. And here we go. Anyway, obviously last night was TakeOver, and again, as usual, a phenomenal show of TakeOver, and as usual, gonna have to see, can tonight's show even get near matching the intensity and the awesome wrestling of last night at TakeOver. And we did have a surprise match, though, that was not announced for TakeOver and really wasn't a match. And that was Matt Riddle and Ono. It was legitimately a one move, I knocked you out and I pinned you type deal to further set up their feud and have their actual match on NXT TV this week, I think. So, that was cool. Like, hey, they got him on the show somehow. Some way, somehow, they got Matt Riddle on the show. King of the Bros. But elsewhere, man, just only 4 matches, but 4 really good matches. And Velveteen Dream continues to be one of the most impressive things on any show these days. And it's scary how young he is and how much of a long future he has if he continues down the path he is currently on. Barring any injuries or anything else, crazy, he's going to be there for a long time, doing great things for, hopefully, a long time. So, that is good. Ricochet. Holy crap, Ricochet. Busting out the double moonsault for the first time in, 5 years. He stopped doing that because it's a super dangerous move. But certainly, he used to do it off the top turnbuckle, right? And that's, the margin for error there is so thin, right? And so obviously, being on top of a cage, you have more space of having a bunch of guys to catch you, even though they barely even caught him. It was at the back end of that guy's thing. Still, very hype, very crazy. Please be careful, Ricochet. Please. We need you around. Don't mess that up too bad. Don't pull an Ospreay is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Anyway, so there was that. Obviously, the 2 out of 3 falls match that opened the show, well, that actually opened the show, is certainly going to be setting up a match, a 3-on-3 deal between the Horsewomen and Kairi, Dakota Kai, and Io Shirai. And you have to wonder, how long will they pair up Kairi and Io before one of them inevitably turns on the other one and we get some just banger matches between those two. Not sure if they're going to go quite to the levels they did back in their days at Stardom, but certainly they both have the ability to do some incredible things in that ring. Becky here, charged finisher. Can she just immediately put on that disarmor here onto Mandy Rose and make her tap? Will she get that first title defense here on the show? She does! That's it! That's all she wrote. She has now charged the belt. It is now charged. She has to win one more time, and then she escapes the universe. That is the goal for anybody here on this show, is to escape this crazy thing that I've set up. And so, Becky Lynch, you just made the list. Alright, Becky has her first title defense successful. Just need one more, Bex. Just need one more. Continuing the rivalry, we have a Randy Orton versus All Might. And I guess it feels kind of weird and or backwards to begin with a cage match and move on to a regular one-on-one match here on pay-per-view, but I can't predict how this game's gonna go. It's just gonna go. But Randy, having lost that cage match, is certainly out for some vengeance. But we also know from that cage match, All Might can survive that RKO. If he gets hit with one RKO, he can still get up and keep going. And that is going to be key in this matchup, is that can Randy hit more than one RKO and put away the hero, the ultimate hero, the number one hero, All Might. Anyway, moving on to a rumor that I'd seen on the internet earlier, is that Sam Roberts has been offered and, I guess, given a full-time position with WWE. And I know a lot of folks don't like Sam Roberts, so unfortunately, you're going to have more of him on the show, on those pre-show panels and whatever else. It is what it is. There are plenty of folks who, really, we the people, there are plenty of folks who work there that I kind of don't like, but that's just, at the end of the day, they hire who they want to hire, and that's just how things go. Now then, given that tonight is Survivor Series, there is one match in particular that I am going to be very curious as to how it's going to play out, and that is Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. Not because of the winner or the loser, because I think obviously Ronda's going to easily win here, right? Or, you know, after a hard-fought battle, win here against Charlotte because Ronda Rousey. You protect that investment, right? However, this is the first time. This is kind of like into the fire for Ronda, right? This is the first time she has not had a lot of time to prepare and rehearse a match. Because certainly Ronda is not that long into the business, still pretty green, and on pay-per-view, on major pay-per-view, when she is just that green. And because of that, they've had her rehearsing matches again and again and again and again and again to basically memorize a whole match and make it look good, right? And she has the luxury of doing that where a lot of guys are just on the road and can't do that, right? So, that being said, I'm sure she spent a lot of time rehearsing with Becky Lynch for this match tonight. But the last minute change because of stupid Nia, and now she has to fight Charlotte with only like a couple days to actually prepare the match, and that to me is like, alright, well then how does that actually change things? And can Ronda either A, get things working on the fly here, like a good wrestler should do, or B, is Charlotte that much of a ring general to walk her through the whole match and have it still look good? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, but it could be a disaster. So, we'll see this evening on Survivor Series. Anyway, Randy Orton here, so far, is faring pretty well against All Might without the confines of a solid steel cage. But can Randy get that RKO multiple times, or perhaps he gets one lucky one and manages to put away the hero? Because Randy, that's his goal, is to defeat all of your heroes. He wants to destroy all of your heroes, and certainly All Might, one of those. But, will there be any shenanigans in this match? Will there be anything else interfering in this match? You never know. I mean, I set up different allies and different enemies, so you never know who's going to run in these bits of business. But so far, All Might seems to be doing it alright. Only a one count. We're still pretty early going in this matchup. But All Might can't believe it. He's like, what do I have to do to put away the Viper? The legend. Ah, here it comes. Here it comes. Detroit. Smash! That's it, Randy. That could be it. 1, a 2, a 3. Just like that, Detroit Smash. And again, All Might conquering Randy Orton. Oh, post-match. He's so excited. That was a huge win against Randy Orton. A huge win. He earned that victory. Victory for good. And Randy Orton pissed about it. This young man, deserved this victory tonight here. Randy Orton does not seem to be pleased about it at all. So he thinks he can totally get All Might at some point. But so far, All Might just dominant, as you would imagine he would be, as the number one hero. Plus, Ultra. And the third and final match of today is the Club versus the Bludgeon Brothers for those SmackDown Tag Team titles. This appears to be just a standard tag team title defense for the Bludgeons. Can they enact a bludgeoning on the Good Brothers? Because again, they gotta get their same thing as everybody else. Gotta get those 2 charges on those titles to escape the universe. Can that be done can that first charge get done here against the Club? Considering how WWE has booked the Club, this would not surprise me to just have the Good Brothers get squashed here. Would not surprise me at all. But again, I can't control it, so we're up in the air on what's going to happen here with this matchup. And I'm actually interested here because, man, can they put over the Good Brothers? Would that happen? Considering how dominant the Bludgeons were on TV for so long, but video games kind of don't always represent that kind of dominance, unfortunately. So, here we go. Machine Gun. Carl Anderson getting tagged in. Hit that gun stun, Carl Anderson. Hit that gun stun. Anyway. So yeah, there's kind of that. Not much else going on, really, in the world of news, because obviously everyone's still buzzing about TakeOver last night, and then we'll see how things go forward tonight with Survivor Series, which again will be a nice long show, and hopefully a good show. Like, as I said in my predictions, on paper it looks alright. Like, on paper it looks good, but at the end of the day, on paper kind of means nothing. So, it's all down to the guys in the ring and the girls in the ring getting it done. As for that, Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Yeah. This match has spilled to the outside. A slugfest on the outside. Kick in the back of the head to Carl Anderson. Luke Harper, I didn't know your foot could go that high. But good God, it did. Big sidewalk slam on that solid foam padding on the outside. We could see a count-out victory is still a victory. That's 4. Still a victory. Right? I don't care how you win, that's still a win. And apparently, Gallows here, not concerned. Now, a double count-out would not charge the belts. But pinfall submission, or, knockout, also would help. But otherwise, you don't charge the belts. Michinoku driver, and a 1 count. And a 1 count. And Anderson here has taken quite a bit of damage, tagging in Big Red Eric Rowan for another double team back body drop. And Gallows wants the hot tag. He wants the hot tag in the worst way. And getting that tag on the Good Brother. Here comes the big man. Here comes Luke Gallows, a.k.a. Festus, a.k.a. Fake Kane. And here we go. But no, immediately, sidewalk slammed. Immediately, the Bludgeons are going to do a bludgeoning. But the Good Brothers are not about to go out without a good fight. And here, boom! Right to the face, and then a big stinger splash almost. Not quite. But can he hit that gun stun? That's the question. Can Anderson get it done? Anderson calling for the finisher. He's calling for it. He's charging it up. There it is. Gun stun. And rope break or resiliency? I'll never know. I'll never know. But he hit his finisher and did not get it done because the Bludgeons are gonna bludgeon. So, fall away slam from Eric Rowan. And a headbutt. Just repeat it. Stop doing the headbutt, Eric Rowan. Seriously, it's dangerous. Big Red seems confused. Just gonna stand here and wait. Like, I hate how the game sometimes they'll just stand there and wait for the guy to get up. It's really annoying. It's like, come on. Just use your wake-up taunt or something. Like, stand there. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Anyway, there we go. Calling for it again, folks. Again. That is 2 gun stuns busted open. Can the Club win the tag team titles on SmackDown? They can! We have new champions! Here are your winners and new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. That means there is no charge the belts do not charge up for the Bludgeons, we have new tag champs. How about that? And Carl Anderson getting it done with 2 gun stunts. There it is, here it is, gun stun! Sorry, Eric Rowan, you are the weakest link in this tag team. And the Good Brothers are the new champions. Congratulations to 2 Good Brothers. That was just too sweet! And that is just how things shake out sometimes. So tomorrow, we have Adam Cole versus Shinsuke Nakamura and McIntyre versus AJ Styles. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. See you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.